Hello and welcome today. We are going, well, it is Japan. Why did I just completely forget? We are going to do a tier list here based off of what ultimate could unalive you in real life. Some of them I feel like are, no brainers. Other ones are going to be a little bit more complicated, but let's just start into it. Obviously, the top will be the highest probability of getting you, and then D would be the one that either wouldn't get you or possibly, wouldn't do that much damage. First up, we got Anna. Hers is a like boost, so I don't think that would kill you. Maybe get your heart stopped if you had it too much. It's like basically just having a Red Bull shoved into your veins, but I think I think you'd be fine. Next up, you have Ash with Bob. Bob just indiscriminately shoots anybody who's bothering Ash. I think that would be very hard to go against, other than hiding. So I'm gonna go put an A. I feel like there's some worse alts here, so it may or may not go up to S tier, but I think at the moment, I think A is a comfortable spot to put it. Like always, I try to keep these as even as possible, so we don't like just put a bunch at the bottom or a bunch at the top. So we'll kind of work on that. Next up, we have Baptiste. He has a window that does damage. Again, I don't really feel like that does anything if there's nobody attacking you. I'm just thinking of the alt in general, like somebody alt directly on you. What does it do? And I feel like, yeah, I feel Baptiste wouldn't do anything. Then you got next up is Bastion, who just shoots a bunch of rockets down at you. I don't think you get away from that. Plus, there's three of them, so even if you get thrown from it, there's still probably a lot that could happen to you. Next up is Brig, or Brigitte. I like to call her just Brig. She has the giant shield, and then she can just literally smack with her mace. But the shield itself is kind of what the alt is, plus the healing around it. So I'm gonna probably put it in C for the time being. At the moment, I don't really know if we count like smashing with the shield counts as the alt. So I'm gonna put it in C for the time being. If you count it, I think it's much more deadly. If you don't count it, it is much lower. So I think C is comfortable where to put it right now until we look at the rest of this. Doomfist is a pretty much one-shot kill because he'll be able to jump right on you, and if it's directly on you, Doomfist is definitely killing you. Same thing with Diva because it's like a miniature little nuclear explosion. Maybe not nuke, but possibility of just like big ass explosion right on you. Echo just replicates you, so I think you'd be pretty safe. I'll put it in D. Next up is Genji with his sword. I mean, he would pretty much have to hit you with it if he's in a short distance, but just in case he misses, I'll put him in A because I don't think. I think S tier is going to be pretty full with those ones that explode. Hampton's another one that shoots it all over the place. If he shot it and you wasn't close enough to one, you might be okay. I'll put it in the middle. I feel like it's still deadly if you hit one of those, so we'll have to go through it. Again, if Hanzo ults directly on you, I'm pretty sure there's no way of getting out of that, so that's going to be S tier. Lari's another one where it hits you and it does damage over time, so I would say that you're probably going to die, but I guess it's not 100% that you're going to, because she doesn't always get like a huge amount of kills on that. You got to like do a lot of more damage, and I think her shooting is what triggers it to make like more damage over time. So just getting hit by the direct feint doesn't kill you unless you're at low health. Um, Junker Queen, she doesn't do damage when she goes through you. She just allows you not to heal. I'll put it in C because I feel like there'd be some sort of damage to you, but I think you would be fine. Junkrat getting hit with a tire, I think automatically, an explosive tire would kill you. S tier. Juno, I don't. It does a little bit of damage, right? Oh, no, it amplifies damage and heals. So I don't think it'd be that deadly. I'll put it in D. Kyoko with her, Kasuni rush. I feel like again, it's like if nobody else is doing damage to you, it wouldn't do anything. I'll put it in D. Just make you really speedy boy. Lifeweaver, his is just a giant tree that heals you, so that definitely wouldn't do any damage to you unless the tree landed on you. I guess could be the only thing if we end up having too many people in D. Next up is Lucio. I feel like Lucio's alt definitely is not going to kill you because it just buffs you up. Molga's, it just kind of locks you in. I don't think it does any damage, so you kind of just stuck. I'm just going to put it in C because I feel like if anything's a little bit more damage than any of the ones on the bottom, but it really doesn't do anything. Cassidy is a basically a lock-in shot with high noon, so I mean I feel like that's gonna kill you. Maze freezes you, but you don't die. So I think C is valid for her because you would definitely freeze and it would be the worst, but you wouldn't die because you don't die in the game. I don't know. That one could slightly go up there if we get too much to the bottom. Mercy, it's another kind of like healing one, so it's gonna go up there. Coalition for Mora does do damage, so that's S tier. That would be awful to hit you. You would just get hit with this beam of energy and just get obliterated. Orisa with the like sandstorm thing. Well, I say sandstorm because I use the Grand Beast, but S tier. I feel like our fin is really heavy on the top and on the bottom, so I guess it makes it a little bit more difficult. Thera, I feel like that's gonna kill you. Like, how about this? Let's fix this up. It kills you. Maybe. And then we'll just get rid of the other ones. How about that? So, and then this will be no. So let's fix in the middle. Okay, so we definitely don't think Brig's gonna kill you. Don't think that one's gonna kill you. This one won't kill you. This one will be maybe because it could. Bob, I think, would kill you. Hampton's is a maybe. And I think hers is a maybe. And then we'll get rid of the middle section because I think that might be a little bit easier. I think we made it a little bit more difficult because most of these are just like damage or not damage. So I guess that would work. Ramatra, it would definitely kill you. I don't think there's anything that would stop you. Same thing with Reaper. Reinhardt with his shatter just does damage, right? Just a little bit, and then he has to do it, so it might not kill you. You might like bump your head or something and get a lot of damage, but it doesn't mean it kills you. I feel like you wouldn't be able to survive Roadhogs. I think his is too much. Same thing with Sigma. Like he pulls you up and then slams you down, and I think like obviously you don't fully go down, but like man, that might hurt and be awful. I'll put it in maybe. Soldiers is a railgun. I don't think there's any surviving that. Soldiers is an automatic fire of his rifle, and his rifle just eats you up. I think that would get you. Sombras just hacks you. I don't think that does any damage necessarily. It just kind of stops you from using stuff. So we'll put it in C. Imagine it just makes you stop breathing. That would be spicy and zesty. Next up is Sims. This is just a giant shield. You don't need to worry about it. Um, Torbjorn's molten lava absolutely would kill you. There is no doubt about it. Tracer's pulse bomb is basically a one shot most of the time, anyways, unless your teammate runs at you, which happens 90% of the time. Venture's alt, their gun just does that like burst at you. I mean, that would, pretty much delete you. So we'll put that up there. Widow's only just sees people, so that's not too bad. Next up would be Winton. I don't think you really could survive just Winton going absolute ape on you. That's gonna get you. Zarya's, I don't think does damage, right? Just kind of sucks you up and puts you stuck into a spot, right? I don't know. I'm gonna put it in maybe. I think it'd just be like if it sucked up other stuff, like it sucked up a bunch of like shrapnel and it landed into you, maybe. But I don't think it will do that much damage. And then Zenyatta is no. Tell me what you guys think. I think making the tier list after we fixed it down to these furry sections, I think makes it a lot easier. I don't know if there's any one that you would change your mind. Some of those middle ones can just it's I don't know, it's kind of 50-50. I feel like Genji could definitely get you. I mean, he goes after you. It's just more of like what's his ult? The actual pulling out the blade? Because that's what I feel it is. Or him, going and using it, because then that would definitely get you. But tell me what you guys think. Tell me what I'm wrong with. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.